hypocrisy comes on the other end when you making money.
Mm-hmm.
The dollar menu is like, I'm not eating from the dollar menu.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he said I feed like the nigga, the hoes you trying to get, I fed them off the dollar menu. Thanks for tuning in to the No Clearance Podcast. Now subscribe, hit that like button, and enjoy the clip. No clearance. Tyler's turntables in this section. Of course, I like to talk about an album, whether it's past, present, that I've been listening to. Big shout out to Vaughn. For those who don't know, Vaughn is a member of Top Dog Entertainment, a label that just continues to produce great talent. Vaughn has dropped he's calling it a mixtape. He's calling it a mixtape. If you notice, it's just under Top Dog Entertainment. The album, if he drops the album, it will be under another, label or whatnot. It's called The Good, the Bad, and the Dollar Menu.
Respect.
Which I found a very interesting title. But as you listen to the album, I think we realize the meaning. I think the good, the bad, the dollar menu. The dollar menu is some sort of like it's like a symbol for hypocrisy in a sense, right?
Okay.
Because I say that because when you listen to his song, especially if you listen to his song called the Dollar Menu, in the beginning of the song, he talks about like the dollar menu saved his life. This nigga had the craziest metaphor for being hungry. He said, I had sleep for dinner. I've never heard a nigga. You ever be hungry? Your mama say, just go to bed. Just take a nap. You be all right.
Close your eyes. You be all right. Go to sleep.
Close your eyes. This nigga said I had sleep for dinner. So, at times it was the dollar menu when his mom only had a couple of dollars. She could get a 10-piece, which is 10-piece on the dollar menu. I don't remember those days.
I don't either, but
whatever.
Okay.
She can get some on the dollar menu and feed this little nigga. You know what I'm saying? But then the hypocrisy comes on the other end when you making money. The dollar menu is like, nigga, I'm not eating from the dollar menu. You know, these niggas said I feed like the hoes you trying to get, I fed them off the dollar menu.
Okay, that was does that track too that was on, or is that the dollar menu song?
That's dollar menu. It was like two beats in one, so you probably heard it like that was two songs. Yeah. So it was like at one point the dollar menu was saving your life, but the next second you looking down on it because you got a little change now, because you in the club now jumping up and
popping
down,
bottles and shit.
Yeah. So when I hear the album, when you hear the album, you think about how like a lot of times when you're listening to it, this music thing is like changing his life. At the same time, this nigga finna go rob somebody.
The intro was hilarious though.
Right.
That's right. It was hilarious. I'm like, that's the realest shit I've ever heard. Yeah.
This nigga talking about he finna go flocking on the bro. We know this nigga. Like you gonna go rob the restaurant that the nigga know you since you was 5, bro. This nigga ain't finna give you no business
because it's
no
like,
more,
you just gotta make it make sense.
Exactly, bro. Real talk. I really think this was a good project. Shout out Lil Russell. Look at God. They got a little bop with Look at God. Good features, man. Boy, Isaiah Rashad, boy. I'm an Isaiah Rashad fan. And regardless of what this nigga did behind closed doors, that's on him. But the nigga make great music. And one thing I would like about Isaiah Rashad, especially when people know what he sounds good on, bro, he really gives you a feel of a nigga that grew up listening to Outkast. I just be feeling like, yo, I always get that vibe from him and his music. You know, it just the productions, it just feels good. Shout out, so East Chat, one of my favorites on there. And where the other junk? Oh, Samar Janky, Moral Compass, real solid. And also if you get the chance, he did an interview on Apple Music with dang, what that boy?
It start with a Z,
Ebro.
right? Z
Ebro
Oh,
dog.
Ebro. Okay.
Yeah, he had an interview with Ebro. That was solid. Do you listen to Apple Music Radio? I know I'll be talking about this all the time. You ever tune into Apple Music Radio?
I don't tune into the radio, but like I do like the interviews. Like I saw one, the other guy, I don't know. He's clearly not. He has like an accent. It starts with a Z or something like that. I think he does really good interviews.
Yeah, I know
Ebro
you talking
does
about.
really good
I know you
interviews.
talking about. Dang,
I like to watch them,
name?
but I watched the I think Ebro did Dochi. Um I like watching the interviews because I like to understand the artist's perspective, right? Like when you're dropping these songs,
Zane Lowe, I think his name is.
Yes,
Zane Lowe.
That's him.
Yeah.
When they're crafting these songs, I love to know the headspace they're in, right? Like especially when you think of songs like, example, Dollar Menu. I would love to know where his mind was at when he was writing that, right? Like what space were you in that you were able to pull that out? And just think of like the inspiration. And obviously, you know, Dollar Menu, it's clear, but like you said, the deep metaphors and the connections and how you're able to, you know what I mean? Expand on it.
I will recommend. I recommend actually listen to the interviews like in the car, like on Apple Music, because they put the songs into the interview. Like the songs are mixed into the interview. So like, you know, they could be talking about something and then they'll actually like play the song. Almost like you on listen to the radio and like almost like when you on listen to the radio and an artist go on and you know interviewing them, they'll be like, what song you want to hear?
And they're like promoting yeah.
For instance, there's a Apple Music radio station called R&B Now, where Nadeska R&B Now, she interviewed Coco Jones. And so throughout the interview, you would play songs. She was playing songs from the album and things like that. So if you ever get the chance to like just like if you in the car and instead of just listening to a playlist or something, you put in one of his interviews, it's normally like music's mixed in.
No Clarence.